friends, welcome in. We're going to be doing something a little bit different tonight. We are going to be playing a visual novel game. I don't play that many of those, but this one caught my eye because it is about an elderly lady who has a tea shop and enjoys poetry. And those are all things that elderly part it's just something that doesn't get covered very often, so I'm excited about playing a game that covers that, but I also love tea and poetry, so this game just kind of called out to me. We're going to check this out tonight. So this is Sips and Sonnets. It just released on Steam today. Share the game info out. I do want to share the content warning that was provided on the game by the developers. So this game contains scenes basically depicting biological aging and the use of medical needles. Just want to share that content warning that was provided by the developers, and I will potentially mention that again when we come back from breaks and stuff like that, just in case we have viewers coming in that have not seen it. But I am going to pin that at least in the Twitch chat, so it should be visible for the whole famous folks come in on that side. But let us get started. All right, I have not done any of the things because I got it downloaded and I was very busy today, so downloaded was as far as I got. Let's see, I'm currently in window mode, so I think I will switch that to full screen. Shouldn't affect you guys in any way. I lost my mouse. Where is my... I see where it seems to be. Text speed. If I want to slow that down, I guess we can come back into this if we need to. I can't see where my mouse head is. Maybe let me try tabbing back into the game and see if I can see my mouse show up. No, let me go back into window mode if I can find window. I have to guess where I am. Maybe I can make my way around. Nope. It's like I know my mouse is supposed to be on this screen, but it's not wanting to recognize it. Hold on real quick. If I can... Well, this will be problematic if I can't get it. Oh wait, hold on. I saw it light up over here. Options. I'm gonna see if I can find window and turn it back on window if I can. Where did my mouse go? Oh, it was just on text speed somewhere. Oh my goodness. It'll be the hardest part of the game right here is figuring out how to control it. Window. Okay, I got my mouse back. I'm gonna stay in windowed. It's just so that I can see where things are. I'm not sure why that happened. I have a 2-monitor setup, so that might be throwing a wrench in the works. Just for however I have that set up, but... Alright, text speed. We will come and adjust that if we need to. I like that the voice volume's all the way up because this is, I believe, fully voice acted is my understanding, so we'll see. We don't want to skip any of those things. They're all black right now, so I'm going to trust that that means that they are not. Okay, so we've got space. Hey Icy, welcome in. Space advances dialogue without selecting choices. Left click advances dialogue and activates the interface. Okay. Escape accesses the game menu. Control skips dialogue while held down. Okay. A to toggle auto dialogue. S for screenshot. F to full screen. We're not gonna mess with full screen right now. Okay. Author's notes. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I have to beat the game to find out the author's notes. That's kind of interesting. All right. Well, in that case, I guess let's get going so that we can see what that is. You can mainly control this game with left click. Okay, see controls for more. We did that. The space was the way to advance the dialogue without making a choice, I believe was what that was said as. Running away.
Under boughs and gold canaries, branches reaching for their kin, wishfully I sigh and tarry, waiting for your merry grin. Colours jive across the sky as heavens shake their golden plumes at candy clouds and passers-by. The only missing thing is you. This is the start of a poem I wrote when I was still a young girl. I remember it vividly. I was waiting for my friend Esme in the park after school. It was a Friday. My family had just relocated here in Midsmouth. She was the first friend I made at that school earlier the same week. Making friends makes a new place feel like home a whole lot faster. Esme invited me to the park. I got there first, so I sat by a tree and waited. Oh, how I waited. So much time had passed, I thought she was never going to show up. I almost missed the last bus home later that evening. But just when I thought about dusting off my skirt and leaving, Esme came running up the park hill with that big toothy smile of hers. It turned out she was busy preparing a picnic basket, one rife with goodies, and a thermos of piping hot Earl Grey. That was the best day of my life. That tree became our tree. That park, our park. But what really made that day special was when I showed the poem to Esme. She cried until her cheeks glistened. I feared I made her feel guilty about being late, but she said they were tears of joy. Despite all the poem's flaws, Esme practically begged me to write more. So I did. That memory shaped who I was to become. We stayed friends after school, but eventually she had to move. You know how life is. It likes to whisk your dearest friends to the most remote of places. But what luck! Esme is visiting again. Oh, we haven't seen each other in an age. I would love nothing more than to swing the door to my tea shop wide open when she arrives.
All right.
Oh, we will reminisce for hours, I'm sure.
All right.
Ah, another lovely day.
Ah!
He seems frustrated.
I will choke that little bogey.
Yep.
Goodness. Well, that is quite the entrance.
Sorry, miss. Can I stay here for a bit?
Of course. Would you like me to brew you some tea while you wait? Tea works wonders for passing the time.
No, sorry. I'm not a tea kind of girl.
What? Everyone's a tea kind of girl.
Hmm.
Ask what's wrong or say nothing. Would we be the nosy old lady? Or let her choose to speak? I'm gonna say nothing.
Silence grew more uncomfortable by the second. Miss Meadows wanted to let the girl be, but something about her seemed vaguely familiar.
Have I not seen you before?
Maybe you have. I run around the neighborhood every morning. My name's Cassie. Cassie Bones.
Bones.
I pass by this street a lot, but I haven't been in here before.
Nice to meet you. I'm Meadows, or Matilda if you like. And I get it. Not a tea kind of girl. You'll hear no judgment from me.
What? No judgment. But tea.
I wasn't always into tea either.
There's an admission.
My schoolmate at the time, Esme, poured me some. I remember it was quite chilly. One cup was just the thing I needed. I've been on the stuff ever since.
And now you run this place. After all that time, huh? That's some serious commitment.
That's interesting. So she was initially question mark, question mark, question mark. Now we've upgraded her to athletic lady. Let's see. Friends can influence us.
Friends can have that effect on us. We are shaped by the experiences we have with other people. I can't imagine I'd be here talking to you if it weren't for her.
I think so too. What I call me is just the result of all the friendships I've had. Someone famous said that, I think.
David Hume. And you were close. He thought we are the sum of our experiences. Immanuel Kant, another philosopher, disagreed with that notion. He thought that we are more than that, because there are things we can know innately without ever experiencing them.
Like what?
Like what? I suppose cause and effect is a good example. Mathematics is another. Interesting that that's like a thought, but
We can sort of figure out on our own what 2 times 2 is.
And I thought I paid attention in school. It's my little brother Carlos.
Pardon?
The reason I'm hiding here.
oh,
He's caught something from school, a nasty cold or something. And now he's like a sneeze machine.
is he okay? You left him home alone at home, or I get nervous around sick people too? I'll say I get nervous around sick people.
I get nervous when I'm sat by someone who's caught something too. Dealing with the flu is never easy, and it doesn't get easier.
No, it does not.
Gosh, yeah. Last time I caught it, I was bedridden for 2 whole weeks.
Oof.
People always mix up cold and the flu. They're not the same. This is like the worst possible time for me to get sick.
Oh, have you got an essay coming up?
No. I go to LIPA. Heard of them?
Nope.
The League of Excellence in Athletics and Performing Arts?
Sure, yes, I've heard of them.
Why, yes, I have.
Sure, why not?
Quite a big thing, I hear.
That's the one. I used to run track back in high school, and LIPA offered me a fully paid training program.
That's
They
nice.
got us in touch with genuine athletes and trained by industry professionals. Not to mention a monthly stipend.
That's lovely.
Would be.
It is. I can't believe I'm running for a living. I couldn't feel more alive. But we have a big milestone coming up soon. If I catch a cold now,
Yep.
well, at best I'll have to wait for the next milestone. I'd be months behind everyone else.
I see.
I don't know what to do.
You know, no pressure at all, but not all tea is, well, tea. Ginger is incredible for your immune system.
That's true.
Seeing as you run for a living, it's also great for muscle soreness. Plus, it has a nice little burn to it, of which I'm quite fond. Would you care for some? It's on me.
I don't want to impose.
Well, you're already hanging out here without buying anything, so may as well have some tea. I don't run this place for profit, or you can pay me back. Let's do the you can pay me back. That way she can feel maybe like, you know, I'm not
Well, you can always pay me back.
doing charity thing. I don't know.
It'll give you an excuse to stop by and avoid your brother some more.
Fair enough. Well, if you're sure,
If you're sure.
I'd like some ginger tea, please. And thank you.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna make tea? Click on the jar to select tea. Okay. Ginger. Tea selected. First place the infuser in the teapot. Don't worry, I already had it added hot water. Okay. Great, now we let it steep. Pass the time by clicking on small talk. This will make the tea stronger. Are you local? No, we moved here last year. Each tea has its own ideal steeping time. Check the tea book to learn more. I'm guessing that's what these tea leaves are about. Let's see. You know, I grew up here. You must have a lot of stories. This shop is pet friendly. As an athlete, I didn't know she would have pets, but let's see. Do you like my decor? I really do. It's oddly nostalgic in here. Let's see. Do you take the bus to work by any chance? Oh wait, this says that the tea is ready, but I'm only at 3 things. But I should do it while it's perfect, I guess.
Ready.
Interesting. Guess I didn't really understand the tea leaf system. Because I only had 3 tea leaves full and it said it was at 4 of 4. I don't know. Mega Ginger. Brew an ideal pot of ginger tea for your customer upon request. The Steam achievement just came through.
Holy, this burns!
Oh, that's funny.
In a good way.
Yep,
That's part of its appeal.
Still,
that's funny.
I can't believe I never had this before. Thank you, miss.
Anytime, love.
Make your first cup of tea. Go on, make one in real life too. Cuppa achievement. I have a cup of tea, thank you.
Say, those knickknacks you got there look really nice. Where'd you get them from?
Oh, all over. I travelled quite a bit, and I always liked bringing something back as a reminder. Which one caught your eye the most?
Let's see, what would she like? I got this beautiful little tortoise figurine in India soon after my job started taking me overseas. I was fond of my time there. My conversations introduced me to ideas thousands of years old, but entirely new to me. It is all embodied in this cute wood carving right here. Should I tell that story? It is a bit sad. The turtle who wouldn't leave. I hope this doesn't get too emotional.
Let's see if I can recall that folktale.
Okay.
A terrible drought was looming, one that would threaten to drain a great lake. The fishes and the frogs sensed this and began migrating down the river, lest they be trapped. However, the tortoise stubbornly refused to leave, proclaiming, "The lake is my only home, as it was my mother's and her mother before her." Soon the drought came, and the lake was dried and barren. The tortoise burrowed, biding her time, waiting for the drought to end. It just so happened that a Buddhist aspirant was gathering clay nearby. He struck the earth with his spade, accidentally shattering the tortoise's shell. Fatally wounded, the tortoise said with her dying breath, "I wish I had left. I wish I had followed the river with everyone else. But here I lay, broken, in my mother's home and her mother before her." The aspirant took the remains of the tortoise to his followers and shared with them what happened. He hoped they would learn what the tortoise had learned all too late. We have legs, not roots. When life beckons you, you either move on and flourish, or stay put and wilt. Some people believe this is why tortoises and turtles have a shattered pattern on their shells.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. I think there's something in my eye. Give me a minute.
Oh,
You're so cool. I wish I walked in here sooner.
The two spent the rest of the morning in casual conversation. Every so often, the young athlete's laughter would nearly shake the cups off their shelves. Miss Meadows hadn't had a customer like her in quite a while.
oh. Okay. Guess it's time for sleeps. Over the years, I've filled the stairwell up to my bedroom with cherished memories. Framed collage of my life, role models, friends, and some of my favorite art. I like to examine some of them from time to time and reminisce. Okay, so I guess we're gonna reminisce. What should I reminisce on? Well, I'm curious about the teacup painting that looks sort of simple. An avid fan of my poetry who used to come to my tea shop often painted this for me. I could not help but frame it and hang it on my wall. To have something made for you is a great honor. I put it here to remind myself to never take such gifts for granted. That's nice. Okay, this one is like blinking at me now. This is the expose that made my career. Nation's Greatest Fraudster Exposed by Matilda Meadows, investigative journalist. Can't see all of it, but let's see. For over a decade, the United Kingdom has unknowingly played host to one of the largest financial frauds in modern political history. A shocking investigation into the career of Henry Whitmore, former Chancellor of the Exchequer and current MP for South Kensington, has uncovered a sophisticated and deeply entrenched scheme that siphoned nearly £20 billion from public funds from into offshore accounts, shell corporations, and private investments. That is a pretty big expose. £20 billion. Back in the day, that would be a lot of monies. The massive amounts of taxpayer money that Henry Whitmore embezzled was so close to sending offshore. If there were one thing of which I am proud for having achieved in all my life, it would be not letting that horrid man get away with his crimes. Good job, Matilda. Okay, the one next to it is also blinking. I wrote this poem when I was still in school. Under boughs and gold canaries, branches reaching for their kin, wishfully I sigh and tarry, waiting for your merry grin. Colors jive across the sky as heaven shakes her plumes. Is this the one that we saw at the beginning? I feel like it, but let's see. Colors jive across the sky as the heaven shakes her plumes. Candy clouds like passerby, the only missing thing is you. Finally, my friend, you've come with passing time and glee in tow. Let's turn our sandwiches to crumbs as we laugh at all we know. Away, away, we wish like air. Oh, wish or whisk? I'm not sure. Away, away, we truth and dare. Away, away, we're paper thin. Don't wait for your life to begin, because life waits for no one. It's on you. Give her chase, so give her chase. I was waiting for my friend in the park after class. It was a Friday. Well, you know the rest of the story. Should I read it? Oh, well, she'd probably do it better than me, so we'll let her do it. Oh, she's not actually. It's just easier to read. Let me... Okay. I mostly got it from the handwriting. There's a couple spots that were a little rough to read. Alright. How do we carry on to bed? Oh, here we go. Go upstairs. And nothing else is blinking, right? No. Alright, enough reminiscing. Off to my room.
As Miss Meadows settled in for a quiet evening, there was a gentle knock on her bedroom door.
What?
Come in.
I'm in. Okay. Oh. Silence.
The nurse entered the room with a confident walk and gave Miss Meadows a brief but chilling glare.
How was your day?
Acceptable.
Well, she's in a good mood.
The nurse's face barely moved when she spoke, as if she wore a mask of porcelain.
Last week, she replaced my old nurse, Helen, who just retired. Not a very talkative young woman, is she? No, she is no.
Miss.
What was your name again, love?
Plath. Lillian Plath.
Well, nice to meet.
Your dose, miss.
Okay.
Oh, right.
She's super friendly.
Go on ahead.
Oh gosh. What is the dose? Oh, 150? Okay, hold this hand to draw the dose. Oh, click on the vial to reset. The vial, okay. That's... Oh gosh. Okay. Click here when ready. Ready? I guess so.
We are done.
Oh, hey.
Thank you, dear.
She's very abrupt. She has the bedside manner of a glacier. I don't disagree, Mrs. Meadows. The last few visits, she barely spoke a single word. But she seems to know what she's doing. I can't blame her. Poor woman has to go into strangers' homes and see them at their worst. I'll make an effort to break the ice, so to speak.
Fancy some tea for your trouble?
No.
Well, I hope you change your mind someday. I have quite a wide selection and...
What is all this?
The nurse was pointing at a journal and a pile of papers on Miss Meadows' desk, full of scribbles and ink stains.
This? Oh, this is where I write.
Right, what?
Oh, it's just an old hobby of mine. I like writing poetry, you see.
Ah.
I wouldn't dare say I'm good at it, but I enjoy it nonetheless.
Oh my goodness. Bella's full of personality.
I got my first one framed by the staircase. It has great sentimental value to me.
I have to go.
Wow.
Oh, do take care, and thank you.
Well, she was fun. She stopped halfway down the stairs. I hope she liked it. A younger me would have peeked through the door just to see if she liked it. But now, I suppose no one goes through time's ringer and comes out the other side unscathed. I'm just glad to be alive. Speaking of which, I should get on with finishing this part. I've been stuck on it for weeks. Heavens forbid it could be my last one. Aw. Now let's see. I left off at... Time to get writing. For this poem, I will draw inspiration from the people I meet every day. Being inspired by people will give my writing a more heartfelt backbone, I hope. I need to remember that once I choose a mood, I can't change my mind, otherwise I'll never finish writing. I have to choose a mood? Let's see, that runner earlier today sure knows how to linger in one's mind. Which of these feelings does she embody more? We didn't get to see all of the conversation with the runner of it. No. Go with... Got a lot of hope for her future, so I'll do that. Okay, so we've got are all these words the choice for both, or so I've got the windows gleam with blank, reluctant gold, and light drips down the spines of empty mews. Your cup still waits its rim a little cold, hoping you'd come and make it warm. I mean, I want to make a rhyme there, so I'm going to go with anew. There. Okay, that fits. I mean, the language says that it's end of day, so I'm going with dusk, but choosing hope, I kind of thought it would be a more of a morning kind of poem rather than a dusk kind of poem, if that makes sense. Well, I should go to bed now. Okay.
That night, Miss Meadows had a dream. It felt so tangible and slow, as if the air were thick as honey. In that dream, she navigated a dreamscape facsimile of her own home.
Okay.
Suddenly, she was confronted by an aberrant stranger.
What?
The stranger had no distinguishing feature, which in itself is not odd. However, it had no face.
Okay.
From hair to chin, it was bare as smoothed marble. Paralyzed with fear, Miss Meadows could do nothing but stare.
Oh no.
And the featureless stranger stared back. The distress
Ow.
of this faceless horror shook Miss Meadows wide awake.
What? No.
As she woke, her dream did that cunning thing all dreams do, made itself forgotten. By the time Miss Meadows was wide awake and out of her bed, the dream was gone, and the stranger with it.
All right. Staccato. Interesting. This seems to be back in the first scene.
Esme encouraged me to write after I showed her my first poem.
Yes.
She helped me overcome my fear of showing my writing to others. I started
Okay.
writing more poetry, then got into prose, and not long after school, I became a news columnist. My old typewriter stood around here somewhere. At first, I only did local news, nothing too important. Then I went national and lived in London for a while.
Fancy.
There, I wrote the exposé of the decade.
Indeed you did.
That news story I broke is still talked about today. I'm so proud of it, I got it framed on my wall.
I saw. That
One
was nice.
success led to another, and soon enough, I was sent to report on events across the world.
would be kind of cool.
I remember every city I've been to. All that because I waited for her on that Friday at the park.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Someone else might have gotten fed up and left, or gone to bed quite sour about being stood up.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think it helped temper me into the patient woman I am today.
All right.
Esme was right back then. The good things in life are worth waiting for.
Oh, I see. Okay, now we're open. I don't know if I'm able to go
Miss Meadows was used
anywhere
to
but the
customers
tea shop.
walking right in and hearing that bell jingle as they do. What she did not expect to hear, however, was a knock.
Is that knocking?
Why would someone do that? That is odd.
It's open. Come in.
You all right?
Welcome, young man. You didn't have to knock. The sign did say open.
But, miss, your business looks so much like a home, I felt it too bold to just waltz in.
How perceptive of you. It is my house. I just turned this floor into a tea shop is all. I thought people might find it more relaxing that way.
It certainly is. Nevertheless, I shall treat your proprietary space as if I were a guest in your good abode.
Very nice.
By all means. Are you sure you don't want to put down your backpack?
Backpack is not quite the term. The bulk of the young man's baggage peeked over his head like a jagged mountain looming over a mustachioed hill. Man-sized freight is perhaps more appropriate.
No need. I got quite used to it. Though, I will be sitting down, so that my luggage no longer tries to introduce me to the floor.
As long as you're comfortable. Tea?
That is a really big bag.
Yes, please. Earl Grey. Extra strong.
Okay.
Coming right up.
Got a preference. All right. Earl Grey it is. We put that in here. How do you like Mid-South so far? Mid-Mouth. Mid-Mouth. Mid-Smith? Maybe it's Mid-Smith? I don't know. Quaint little town, I must say. It was supposed to rain today, apparently. Really? Looks clear as a mirror to me. Have you been to town before? My first time, actually. Everyone here is so friendly. Do you have a favorite beverage? Let's see. Tea, coffee, ginger beer? I can't decide. How are you getting around town? I just walk. It's easier to get anywhere on foot on here. Foot here. Whew. It's last time it told me when it was done, but
Here we are.
okay, hopefully it's strong enough.
Much obliged.
The bespectacled man made no effort to hide the wave of relief and contentment that washed over him as he took a long sip.
Strong enough?
This is simply splendid. I haven't had tea this good since my trip to Kulukumalai.
Earl's Court. Brew an ideal pot of Earl Grey for your guests.
Oh,
Another
my.
achievement.
You've been to Kalukamalai too?
Wait, what? You've been?
Have I ever? The region of Kerala was where I did my seminal paper on languor ethology.
Nice. Paper?
What was your paper on?
The effects of circadian rhythm on the social life of Kerala languors.
Okay.
I'm happy to tell you all about them. Just a good hike from the renowned tea farms. Those playful creatures would huddle together at sundown and spend the night grooming one another atop the canopy. But, come morning, they go into a feeding frenzy where they spread out over the blue-speckled Nilgiri hills. Langurs avoid each other during the day, For competition over fruit could be so fierce, it stands a good chance of escalating to full-blown brawls. As if they hadn't been cozying up to each other just the last evening, and would have done so again every night. Ah, I imagine, looking at this behavior from above in a time-lapse manner, it would look like as if the hills were breathing monkeys.
She looks like she doesn't know what to say,
The
but
man was simply transported. Miss Meadows was amused by his infectious passion.
You paint a very vivid picture, Mr.
Adam Oleander, PhD. Dr. Adam Oleander.
Oleander. Dr. Adam Oleander.
Apologies. I will address you properly then. Doctor.
That's kind of you. It's a useful thing to have in an emergency.
What kind of emergency? Okay.
If the emergency involved a charging gorilla or thieving baboon.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Seems like that's a limited swath of emergencies where his doctorate would come in handy, but you never know.
My goodness, you're a riot, Doctor.
Forgive my rudeness, Miss
Meadows.
Miss Meadows. I recall you suddenly adding a 2 to your Kulukumalai inquiry. Have you visited?
Oh, it was a long time ago. I was reporting on tea farms there. I was a journalist, you see.
I am in the presence of an esteemed truth seeker then, and a woman with taste to boot.
Oh, how sweet of you. Kulukumalai is where I source my tippy golden first grade leaves. They are simply incomparable.
Ah, I had a sense this was a pot of bergamot-infused TG-FOP1. Truly remarkable. If only more tea shops around here were so committed to quality.
Well, you are always welcome here, Doctor.
Doctor?
I am overjoyed to hear that. However, I'm not staying long, I'm afraid. I'm only staying in England for another week or so. Conferences and so on.
Oh, I used to love conferences. Getting a press badge made me feel special.
Kin in knowledge we are. Did you find journalism rewarding?
Oh, was it ever? I struggled at the start, for sure. There was an expectation in that industry to comply with certain messaging, shall we say.
Hasn't changed, oh, has it?
Unfortunately for them, I never liked being told what to do. I was even fired for it once.
Oh, she's rowdy.
But then I made my big break. It was validating to see that holding on to my principles, painful as it was worth it.
And what principles are those?
The truth must be revealed exactly as you find it, without embellishments for anyone's benefit.
With that, I must concur. Some members of the scientific community were found accused of misconduct, similar to what you say you were expected to commit. They are desperate enough for accolades that they fake data or twist it to serve their needs. It causes more harm than good. Pure selfishness is what it comes down to.
Yep.
Precisely.
Yep.
But please, continue. How does your career relate to your journey with tea?
Well, after my big news story, you see, I was getting requests to cover news all over the Isles. And later on, the rest of the world. That's how I got to know tea so intimately, by flying around and trying all sorts.
I have no doubt you did us all proud.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say, Doctor.
So sweet.
Say, the conference you're here for, what's it about anyway?
Oh, that? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Ah, I might.
You'll think I'm having a laugh.
No, please, go on. I won't.
Well, if you insist. I am here to attend a conference on recent discoveries on type 2 diabetes
Okay.
in domesticated fauna.
Okay. Pets can get diabetes?
Pets can get diabetes.
It's sad, isn't it?
I mean, I
Roaming the
actually knew
wilderness,
that, but...
They are at nature's mercy. But at home, they are at ours, including our terrible eating habits. Can't blame them. It's easy to take well-being for granted.
Pardon me for asking, but your research seemed more focused on wild animals rather than pets.
Keen of you to notice. You see, I'm not so much interested in pet diabetes myself, heartbreaking as it is. But if you must know, I do have ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
You see, the board at my institute will be attending. Loath I am to admit, those jackanapes get the final say on which research team gets funding and how much. A big say, that is.
Yeah.
And they don't seem to find my kind of research quite so fashionable as to deserve any more funding.
Oh, well, I'm sorry they're giving you trouble.
No, it's quite all right. This is not the first time they block my funding, and it will not be the last. My attendance at this conference is precisely because I wish to persuade them to reconsider.
Okay.
It worked before, and it will again.
Say so.
I admire your enthusiasm.
Besides, the world's not got much to lose if I don't get my funding.
Aw.
People's lives don't get any better for having known the circadian rhythm of lowland gorillas, or the play habits of young capuchins.
Miss Meadows sighed empathetically. She could hear the man's passion for what he does being stifled by something deeper. The awkward silence clung to the walls like mold. Miss Meadows knew she had to do something.
Be assertive or be diplomatic? Be assertive.
In that case, you should really give it to them. Be assertive.
Huh.
They represent a funding body for research. You are a researcher. By all rights, that money is yours.
That feels a little strong, but sure.
I see where you're coming from, but these matters require a bit of delicacy.
All right,
If
then.
they reject my proposal this time, there's nothing I can do.
Then make your proposal very difficult to reject.
There you go.
From what I hear, you put yourself in a great deal of danger to document your discoveries. You put blood and sweat into a pursuit you deeply care about. Make that passion plainly visible, the same way you did telling me about your work just now. They can't say no to that. Assuming they're not pocketing that money for themselves.
No,
Well, who knows?
they wouldn't. But you're right. I will consider your approach.
Well, Doctor, the way I see it, were it not for your research, you and I would not be having this delightful conversation. And if I still had it in me to travel, I would have loved to join you on your expeditions. See? That's one old person's life you've made better already.
Huh?
Oh, miss, you're far too kind. I've been meaning to ask. You have quite the menagerie gathered on that shelf back there.
Oh,
These
time to
are
look
my
at more
little
knickknacks.
treasures. Do any of them stand out to you in particular?
Let's see, last time we chose the tortoise, so this time... let's see. He'll be interested in the teapot. One of my favorite pots. So much that I don't use it. Cast iron is resilient, don't get me wrong, but this is more of a souvenir from my brief time in China. I stayed in Hangzhou, and let me tell you, you will find no better green tea than there. Should I tell an anecdote from my time there or share something more historical? How I got the spot, the fabled origin of tea, or pick something else. Let's go with the fabled origin of tea. It may be common knowledge, but it can't hurt to tell it.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but legends say that tea was invented by accident in ancient China 5,000 years ago.
I have heard that.
An emperor watched as a leaf, carried by the wind, fell into his pot of boiling water. Curious, he sipped from the water and found it so refreshing he could not help but shout, "Cha!" as in divine. It is said that is how tea got its more popular name, chai. The drink quickly gained popularity and became a centerpiece of many religious and political rituals, as well as a household staple. Hard to imagine a world without tea today, since so many enjoy it everywhere.
Yes, I heard of Emperor Shenlong's legend. Whether it is true or not, it has such a serene feeling to it. I can't help but be enamored with the whole tale. It was as if divinity itself offered him the world's first cup of tea. This makes me want to start a collection of my own.
The two enjoyed each other's company over tea for a good while. It wasn't until near sundown when the scientist decided to take his leave.
Wow, that's
Miss Meadows
another whole
closed
day.
shop and
Did
went
I
to
at
her room
least
quietly.
make a few coins for that cup of tea? I mean, you know. What a delightful day this was. Well, off to bed, or maybe I feel like reminiscing again? Sure, let us reminisce. What do we have blinking at us today? We've got this painting and this complementous thing. Let's look at the painting. The Corinthian Maid by Joseph Wright. This is a recreation, of course. I cannot afford the original. The young man fell asleep against the wall. He was tired and had a long journey the next day. So his lover, Debutates, carefully traced the outline of his shadow onto the wall. That way she could have something to remind her of him while he's away. Something about that playful yearning always moved me. Alright, let's check out this Compos Mentis poster. This is an original poster of my favorite movie back when it came out. A woman called a lawyer seeking legal counsel shortly after being the victim of assault. The challenge? She had not left her flat in 9 years. Her neighbors didn't even know she existed. She was also mentally unwell. All evidence pointed to her not being of sound mind or non-compos mentis in legal terms. That didn't matter to the lawyer, who still believed she had a case. The story escalated as it became apparent something bigger was at work. Against all odds, the lawyer won the woman her due justice. I love over-the-top legal dramas. So do I, actually. Alright. So we are actually pretty close to our first beer break, so I will head upstairs, but we'll see. Guess we might have another interaction with the nurse. Let's see. Why did I have to get a house with stairs? Oh. Nurse is talkative as ever.
The stern-looking nurse had not said a word since her timely arrival. She wore the same expressionless face like it was part of her uniform. But Miss Meadows would not be so easily deterred.
Mm-hmm.
She was determined to be her friend.
So, how was your day?
Fine.
That's nice. I had an interesting day myself. Curious young man stopped by for tea. Quite an avid scientist he is.
Is he?
My, yes.
That was almost inquisitive for her. But my choices are he studied languor behavior, vulgar behavior, or monkeys. But I'm going to say languor behavior.
Languor behavior. Monkeys that fight during the day and snuggle together at night. And they happen to live quite close to one of the world's most famous tea farms.
He's decidedly unimpressed.
Okay.
Okay.
The nurse's lack of interest could preserve perishables. Miss Meadows rallied, however. She was not going to let the young lady get away with being broody 2 nights in a row.
Say, you're the artistic type, aren't you? I've got a feeling you express yourself through some medium, yes?
I did.
Not anymore?
No, I practiced the violin, but I grew out of it.
They say it's like riding a bicycle, playing music. You never forget how to do it. Is that true?
I wouldn't know. I never got back to it.
He's just a ball of fun.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your dose, Mick.
Okay, here we go again. Okay.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Another night, and Miss Meadows had to admit defeat. Cracking that egg will take more than just casual conversation.
Yeah.
The old lady wondered to herself why she was so determined to get the nurse to be more sociable.
Hmm.
Did she miss the previous nurse, who was much chattier?
Maybe.
Did she feel the current nurse's guardedness was her own fault somehow?
No, how could that be her fault?
Or did she feel lonely at night when customers were not there to keep her company?
Probably.
Somewhere, out in the night, low heels stomped away on a damp pavement. After sitting in silence for a brief time, Miss Meadows decided to get back to writing her poem.
We do have our 3-minute self-care break, so I'm gonna wait until we get back from that to do the poem. So go ahead, stretch, hydrate, refill your cup of tea, and then return in 3 minutes time and we'll put together the poem. And I will see you guys in 3 minutes.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
then. Hey friends, thank you for your patience. I had to check on my kiddos to get them ready for bed. Alright, so let's get back to her poem. What an eventful day. That scientist was so fun to talk to. If a bit long-winded. Were I to describe him with one word, what would it be? Curiosity. I wandered, blank, where silence held its breath, my thoughts of you like lanterns in the dark. When asked to blank of you, I did at length, until my throat dried up and turned to... turned to bark. When asked to speak of you, I wandered paths. Okay. Go to bed. Indeed we shall. Liebestraum.
There are perks to living as long as I have. One such perk is that you get to be a living witness to many events, both great and terrible. School children would be yawning through history class, but to you, it's not history. How could it be? You were there. A living, moving collage in your head. One you get to relive with verisimilitude, real as the day it happened. Some say longing for the old days holds you back, that nostalgia keeps you looking backwards and denies you the joy of living in the moment. Like eyes glued to a television, missing out on all the life going on outside the window. As if such a thing would be an act of sacrilege to those older and thereby worthier memories. But I much rather think I've seen plenty. I've earned a bit of telly time.
All right. Sure. I guess she's watching some telly in the morning before opening the shop. I don't know. Who will come in today?
Energized this morning. The arrival of her dearest friend, Esme, was drawing near. She swept the floors, tidied the tables, and was ready for a new day. And what better way to start one than with a fond and familiar face?
Morning, Matilda.
Hi, Ollie.
Oh, Ollie. You all right?
Yeah. You?
I'm all right. You know, I was wondering when you would stop by. I haven't seen you in a month or so.
Sorry about that. You know, kids. Grandkids.
Oh, yeah. How's Aisha?
Wears me out still. Hard to believe she's turning 20 soon.
Well, you knew what you signed up for, having another kid that late.
I know.
Their mutual laughter had a warmth to it, like a comforting memory. They knew each other better than any two friends could.
What's new with you?
Well, you know, Esme's coming to Midsmouth for a visit.
Midsmouth, okay. I was wondering. Midsmouth.
Oh, it'll be lovely to catch up.
Is Miss coming?
Yes.
Did she call you?
As a matter of fact, she did. Shortly after you left last week, she said she's staying for a month, visiting family. What's wrong, Ollie? I thought you two were close as well.
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, it's something. I very much think it's something.
The old man dodged the question with little finesse. She recalled that Ollie had an awkwardness about the subject ever since Esme got that job overseas. Thinking better of the matter, Miss Meadows decided to drop it.
Would you like the usual?
Oh, yes, please.
Green tea coming up.
All right, green tea. Okay, green tea. Put the infuser in. And let's see. What else have you been up to? Saw my grandkid's piano recital. He's a natural. I don't know how strong to make this. We haven't done anything together in ages. We can go on another road trip. I miss Scotland. Remember when you first walked in here? Like it was yesterday. You made me Earl Grey, right? How are your knees? Worse, thank you. I don't know if I should let it go all the way and make it super strong. I feel like no, I'm gonna serve it. I don't know. Is the one that
A bit strong.
yeah, see?
Thanks.
Okay. Less on Ollie's green tea. Not 4. I'll try 3 maybe
So,
next
what's new
time.
with you?
I'm writing another one. I think you'll like it.
Are you? That's brilliant. Your last poem was really thought-provoking.
To look in a mirror. Oh, I don't know what you liked in that one. When I was done with it, it took all I had not to scrap it.
Aw.
But you insisted that I didn't.
I couldn't let you. That poem was a gem. You touched on introspection, a subject that's dear to me. The most sincere kind of growth only comes from acknowledging what we see in our reflection.
Mm-hmm.
You made the abstract tangible, a mirror, a bit on the nose, but so understated.
Oh, don't remind me.
Don't remind me.
Come on now. You said it yourself. You can look away, or you can confront what you see. We tend to be so focused on surviving the outside that we forget to look within. Your inner self is a child. Neglected, it becomes unrecognizable.
Aw.
If you look in the mirror and see someone else looking back, know that it is still you, warped by years of inaction. That's what you wrote, isn't it? Blunt as it was, how could that poem not move me?
Miss Meadows tried not to smile too brightly. She would not admit it, but she enjoyed being quoted from time to time.
I mean,
Oh, Oliver, you're too kind.
So, tell me, what's your next poem going to be about?
I decided to get my inspiration for this one directly from people who come here to my shop. You should have met the interesting people who came in the last few days, Oliver.
Oh yeah,
Well, there weren't that many customers, if I'm being honest.
I was gonna say we've had 2.
But the ones who came by were quite distinct.
Let's see. A student, a doctor, an athlete, and a scientist. Or let's go with an athlete and a scientist.
One was an aspiring athlete, the other a scientist.
a scientist here in Midsmouth?
That's what I said.
What sort of scientist?
He was a ethologist, right?
He said he was an ethologist.
Ethologist?
What's that?
Oh, wild animal behavior, apparently.
What animals? This town isn't exactly a teeming wilderness.
Exactly.
Oh, he's not here for research, just attending a conference.
We have conferences here too.
I said that too. Gosh, I wish you were there. I felt I could learn a lot just listening to them talk about their lives. And they love what they do. I find people like that inspiring.
Yep.
You're pulling out all the stops now, aren't you?
Yep. All of them.
I am. I feel like I have to.
What do you mean?
Well, let's be real, Oliver. I'm not getting any younger.
Oliver looked like he was going to contest that statement. To say she's wrong, to laugh it off, to proclaim she's got plenty more left in her. A conversation they've had many times over. Instead, he decided to take her mind off of that grim tangent.
Does your new poem have a title yet?
No.
Nope.
I've yet to come up with one.
Well, you better finish it, because I want to be the first to read it.
Oh, of course.
Meadow's gloom ceded to the warmth of gratitude.
You most certainly will be.
She hoped the conversation would organically return to the subject of Esme, but it never came to be. Next time, she told herself. For now, she simply enjoyed Oliver's company, as she had when they first met, many years ago.
There's something going on with Oliver and Esme. But what? Who knows? Let's see. I'm so glad Ollie stopped by. Every time we chat, time just flies by. I wonder why he got so weird when I brought up Esme. I always had a sneaking suspicion he had a thing for her. Alright, anything blinking at us tonight? Interestingly, no. Right, do I want to look at anything? Or just head up the stairs? Onward and upward. Time for our nightly nurse visit.
This evening, the nurse looked less tense.
Oh, okay.
Miss Meadows decided to seize this opportunity to chisel away at the ice wall once more.
Thank you for coming in so often. I hope it's not out of the way for you.
It is not.
She's so fun.
I live nearby.
Well, that's good. You're welcome in my tea shop.
I don't like tea.
You know, I had a customer the other day who said the same thing.
A young woman.
She was this young woman, no more than college age. If souls emitted light, hers would be glowing like a star. She said she was not a tea kind of girl, but I changed her mind. Mind you, I cheated. I gave her ginger, which isn't really tea. But a win is a win, I suppose.
You go, Mrs. Meadows.
Anyway,
The nurse is so
can't knock
unimpressed.
tea until you try it. And don't judge tea by the dust bags they sell in grocery stores. They're the lowest quality you can get. You've got to try the real thing.
Miss, I have had real tea before. It's not for me. Do you want your meds now?
All right.
Not down.
Plath gave Miss Meadows a long once-over, head to toes. Before Miss Meadows could ask what it was about, the nurse was already leaving without a word.
I should get back to writing. Struck out with trying to make the nurse smile tonight. Okay. My new nurse is quite a character. I can sense a mixture of difficult emotions within her. Which one felt more prominent? Uh-oh, let's see. Neglect or anger? I don't know. Definitely very closed off. But why is she closed off? I don't know. But she seemed... Oh, we'll go with neglect. Ivy climbs the gate you never close. Its green insistence breaking rusted. A blank you dropped still sleeps beneath a rose. Too soft, too worn, too something now to feel. Okay. Well, the green insistence is going to break rusted steel because we're trying to do our little rhyme scheme. A scarf you dropped. The shoe would not be too soft. Well, it could be, honestly, but we'll go with the scarf. Ethos.
Years ago, I remember looking in the mirror and barely recognizing myself. Is this me now? asked a confused voice in my head, quite loudly. You don't see the creases on your face slowly settling in? They get the jump on you. In a way, they're a welcome change, once you get used to them. Some say the crow's feet are signs of having cultivated profound wisdom.
Sure.
But I've met plenty of fools my age. Wrinkles are not a sign of wisdom. They only signify that you had a chance to stop being a fool.
That's fair.
Whether or not you did is another matter, revealed only when you open your mouth to speak. Besides, what good is wisdom?
Hmm?
You can make anything sound wise if you phrase it right.
Suppose.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, she's fun.
But no, not me. I'd much rather be kind than wise.
I don't think I can go anywhere but the tea room. I
Pang of
tried clicking down the
melancholy
street and
brought
it
about
didn't
by
seem to
Mr.
have any
Meadows'
effect.
reflections this morning lingered in her mind like an unwelcome guest.
Hmm.
It didn't help that the few customers that came and went were all in a rush to go about their day, and not one was in a talkative mood.
Well, at least I had a few customers. That's more
That
than
was
other
until a
days.
jolly, mustachioed face burst through the tea shop door.
Santa. No.
Miss Meadows.
Oh, okay. He's back.
Oh, Doctor! Good to see you again. You seem to be in a good mood.
Am I ever? You'll never guess what happened.
He stood up for himself and got his money.
You got the grant!
I got the grant. Those stuffy bureaucrats never knew what hit him.
Science ain't free. Help a desperate researcher secure his funding. So that was the team achievement I just got. Those stuffy
I
bureaucrats.
marched
Nice,
right up to the
nice.
head of grants, one Mr. Huxley, and demanded my due.
Well, okay.
I rattled off my accomplishments and reminded him what a loss to the scientific community his folly would cost. By the end of it, he was speechless. But my heart sank when security came.
Oh, no.
Oh my!
He stopped them and said there was nothing for them to worry about. He was apparently moved by my passion.
That's funny.
He then promised to wire the funds to my team. I still have to send in my official proposal, but I'm confident it will go through this time.
Or he said that just to get you to go away, but he could have had security take him, so I don't know.
That's marvelous! Oh, well, congratulations. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, miss. It was a hard-fought battle. What a joy it is! I get to continue my research again.
What about the conference? Wasn't it about...
Oh, yes, the conference. Fascinating stuff, yes.
Miss Meadows felt something was not quite right.
Hmm.
The man seemed perturbed for someone celebrating a great success. Determined that the doctor may be hiding something, Miss Meadows gently prodded the topic.
Gentle prod, right?
Are you looking forward to your next expedition?
Of course I am.
Where will it take you?
Well, given the success of my recent publications on primate behavior, I decided to continue further down that line.
Okay.
Next, baboons.
Oh my. Aren't they dangerous?
Normally, yes. Vicious little creatures have canines nearly 2 inches long, and
2
they are
inches
not
long?
afraid to use them.
That'll
But not
put a
this
hole.
troop of baboons I found. They are a treasure trove of novel animal behavior, very different.
Hmm.
How so?
To put it simply, baboons exemplify the survival of the fittest slogan. The big, strong male gets all the females. However, a recent unintended consequence of human intervention led to a radical change in their lifestyle. You see, in a nearby town, regular folk received a large stock of meat that was found to be contaminated, unfit for consumption.
Uh-oh.
They delegated its disposal to a truck driver who dumped the whole pile in the savannah. I thought hyenas might come running, so I hid. These baboons found it first, however. Because of the nature of their hierarchy, the biggest ones take all.
Oh.
Only they got to eat from the meat, and they guarded it fiercely, even after they were full.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like old-fashioned greed to me.
It was, but that was also their downfall. The bullies suffered agonizing symptoms from intestinal infection and died quickly.
Horrible.
The
But,
remainder
I
of the
mean-
troop were too suspicious of the meat to approach it that way.
They could tell.
Oh my, yes. Don't let their antics fool you. Apes are quite smart. Relatively speaking, of course. Most other animals, save for corvids maybe, would have been next in line at the death buffet. But let me get to the exciting part.
Okay.
With the death of the big burly apes, the troop's hierarchy had been dismantled.
Let me guess. The ladies took over.
Not only was there a notable reduction in infighting, but their rudimentary community became
okay.
much more monogamous. Over the course of the year I'd watched them, they were the most cooperative, least combative apes I'd ever seen. Isn't that something?
Go with fascinating.
Fascinating. You must have been quite thrilled to witness that.
That's an understatement. If it weren't for that major discovery, I would have had far less ammunition for my argument with the funding staff.
Oh, where are my manners? I'm very sorry, Doctor. I was so taken by this conversation, I almost forgot I ran a tea shop. Would you like some Earl Grey again?
Oh, not this time. I must say, arguing with the people at the conference has still left me quite anxious. I would really like something to calm my nerves, if you've got such a thing. Floral, preferably, but more bitter than sweet.
Coming right up, Doctor.
Floral, but more bitter than sweet. I don't really know. I don't drink any of these flower teas, so I don't know. Lavender? I don't know how strong to make it. What are your plans for those funds? Plane tickets, binoculars, oh, and an interpreter for hire. Would you like me to make you a sandwich? Oh, thank you. I just ate. Anything you dislike about traveling? Airports. Ugh, so much waiting around. I think I'm gonna do the middle. 3 leaves. Strong.
Strong floral, but is this lavender?
Yes.
It is. I love lavender tea. You were hoping for something floral, and I thought it was the perfect fit.
It's quite nice, thank you.
The doctor's eyes wandered to the far wall, adorned with knickknacks from across the world.
Huh.
Would you mind if I asked you a question?
Not at all.
You seem like a well-traveled woman.
Being a journalist took me places, certainly.
Do you regret it?
What?
Why do you ask?
Well, you see, I love what I do, truly. A dream come true and all that faff.
All that fat.
Not many could claim to have been a few inches away from a snow leopard in the wild and survived to tell about it.
Well, if that's what you're into.
However, I must admit, I sometimes wonder what my life would have been like if I had instead, you know, settled down. Wake up, commute to work, earn an honest crust, do my part for society, then be home for supper. Never worrying about missing a connecting flight, forgetting equipment at the hotel, or getting bitten by a black mamba. I love what I do. I feel free as a bird. But what if I'm a tree? Trees have no business being airborne.
Oh my goodness.
Crave stability, then?
Well, maybe. I'm not quite sure what I want.
See.
On one hand, There is something comforting about familiarity, routine, like an old friend. But on the other hand, I feel I wouldn't be as interesting if I had stayed in one place.
You need to be interesting?
Being a citizen of the world, I have seen more of our pretty blue marble than most of my peers ever could if they had a whole year's worth of vacations.
And being interesting is something that matters to you.
Of course, I would hate to be a bore.
Oh,
I would hate to tell the same old stories to the same old people who were there to see it for themselves anyway. Meaning no offense, of course.
I was like, dang, dude.
None taken.
Rude.
I hadn't taken you for the sort of person who had put much stock in how he was perceived by others.
Yep.
Not that that's inherently bad. I travelled a lot because my job in the press necessitated it. But I took that job to begin with for a purely selfish motive. I wanted to see the world, all of it, with my own eyes, or as much as I could at least. The places I'd been, the people I'd met, the memories I still carry with me. It was worth it just for that.
Mm.
Being able to talk about it with equally well-travelled people, such as yourself, is a nice bonus. So no, Doctor, I do not regret the years I spent travelling. And I hope you don't either.
You have given me much to digest, madam.
Mm-hmm.
Say, tell me more about those memorabilia you've got over there.
Uh-oh, he's back for more on the
Which one do
memorabilia.
you want to know about this time?
What did I tell him about last? I think I told him about the Chinese story of tea with the cast iron pot. So let's go with a book. Oh, this is a whole 2 books are a set. Okay, we'll tell about the books. These are 2 of my favorite books from my trip to Alexandria, Egypt. The kind of people I met there introduced me to Arabic literature. Naguib Mahfouz, Taha Hussein, Khalil Gibran, all prolific and brilliant 20th century authors. Their nuanced commentary on life could move mountains. The way they write is so salient and raw that it translates to English seamlessly. Which one should I talk about? Khalil Gibran. Oh, I can't wait.
While not Egyptian himself, Khalil has an avid following in the Egyptian literature scene, and his works can be found everywhere. This book, The Prophet, is one of my favorite works of literature. In it, a fictional prophet spoke to the masses who gathered around him and sought divine wisdom. One in the crowd asked, "And what of love?" The prophet said this, "When love beckons you, follow him. Though his ways are hard and steep. When his wings enfold you, yield to him. Though the sword hidden amongst his pinions may wound you. And when he speaks to you, believe in him, though his voice may shatter your dreams as the north wind lays waste to the garden. For even as love crowns you, so shall he crucify you. Even as he is for your growth, so is he for your pruning."
Hey.
I heard of Khalil's Prophet, and I regret not reading it.
No time like the present, Doctor.
You quote it with so much flavor. One can't help but want to know more. Well, I must be off. A pleasure as always, miss.
Mm-hmm.
The scientist's departure was bittersweet. It felt like there was something left unsaid. Miss Meadows hoped he would come back again.
Maybe he will. We shall see. But for now, bedtime again. Oh, my back. I'm feeling that one right now. I shouldn't neglect my stretches. Up I go. Oh, there's no memorabilia calling out to me this evening again. Did I look at one just for funsies? What's this? It looks like a sketch. This portrait of an old man shedding tears shakes me to my core for some reason I cannot explain. Someone at our age should have done all their crying decades ago. But it is, unfortunately, the same age where everyone you know starts to wilt away. And you wonder, am I the unlucky one for living long enough to grieve them? Oh, Miss Meadows.
Nurse Plath came in on cue.
Of course she did.
To Miss Meadows' utter lack of surprise, she did not say so much as a hello. Without much pomp or circumstance, she got right to work.
It's not like she was super chatty on the other nights. I mean, been pretty quiet.
Miss Meadows thought to herself, the poor woman must have had a bad day.
Yeah.
She couldn't let her go without at least some light conversation.
Oh, Mrs. Meadows.
You know that young gentleman I
Ms.
told you
Meadows.
about?
Excuse me.
Monkeys, yes.
Yes, him. Anyway, he had some trouble with his science grant. People he worked for wouldn't give him the money he needed, so he fought to get it back. And he did. Good man. I'm so happy for him. You ask me, those bosses of his might be keeping some of those science funds for themselves. If I still had it in me, I'd look into them myself. Show them some well-deserved comeuppance. I used to be a journalist, you know.
The nurse said nothing, but an audible low-register scraping could be heard from her direction.
What?
She was clenching her jaw,
Oh.
teeth grinding like cogs in an old
Eh?
clock tower.
You all right, love?
Suddenly, the nurse left in a hurry.
Goodness. I wonder what got her worked up.
What happened? Suppose my brand of rambling isn't for everybody. It's a shame. I was going to tell her about that troop of baboons. Everybody loves a story where the underdog wins. Anyway, where was I with this sonnet? Let's see. I understand the poor doctor's dilemma. I was there once. We all ask ourselves at some point, am I happy here? Or am I destined to roam? Wanderlust or settling down? And this is when I'm thinking about my conversation with him. Like, I think it's supposed to be about the customers. So what did I get from him? Today he seemed kind of focused on settling down, so we'll go with that one. All right. The something still holds your footprints on its shore, where reeds once bowed. Something, your thoughtful eyes. The moonlight paints your outline on my door, a ghost of you in half-forgotten. Well, that's going to be guys. That's the only thing we've got that fulfills our rhyme scheme. Something holds your footprints on its shore, where reeds once bowed. Those tend to be at lake shores. Reeds once bowed beneath your thoughtful eyes. Oh, the lake still holds your footprints on its shore, where reeds once bowed beneath your thoughtful eyes. Moonlight paints your outline on my door, a ghost of you in half-forgotten guise. Alright.
This morning, a familiar dream shook me wide awake.
Oh.
Funnily, it was about school. I heard the top cause of recurring nightmares is primary education, globally.
That's interesting. Wonder if it's true.
used to be that war caused the most bad dreams. But I suppose we live in such peaceful times that school is the next worst thing.
Oh, wow. That's something.
Anyway, in this dream, Esme and I got singled out by Mrs. O'Hare.
Uh-oh.
She had us do a quiz with burlap sacks over our heads so that we could barely see the questions. And when I took the sack off my head and tried to confront Miss O'Hare, all I saw was that faceless head.
That head keeps coming back.
Featureless stranger staring back.
What's up with that?
I'd forgotten all about that face. I knew I'd seen it before. Did I? Oh, nobody liked Mrs. O'Hare. She was vindictive. The kind of teacher even parents feared. Still, when I heard she'd passed away, I went to her funeral. Her family was exceptionally kind. We're still in touch. It got me thinking, how can someone so cruel come from such a nurturing background?
Who knows?
Or maybe they weren't so nice until it was too late.
Maybe.
It's easier to apologize to an open coffin.
Than a closed one? Or to a person's face, I guess.
I do dislike funerals.
Yeah.
Someday, I hope mine won't be so inconvenient to those attending. The last thing I want is to be a burden.
Oh, Ms. Meadows. Don't be like that.
Miss Meadows' morning was dull and grey, like the taut hairs on her old teacher's head in that wretched dream. But a sight outside her shop put her in a much better mood in an instant.
Ooh, what do we see?
Morning,
Ollie!
Matilda. Ollie! Back so soon! I normally have to wait weeks for a visit.
What can I say? You've got me hooked on good tea. Truth is, now that my kids and grandkids are less dependent, I find myself with a lot more free time than I know what to do with.
You'd been a good presence in their lives. You could do with a bit of a break. Tea?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
No, not green tea.
See, because I made it wrong. I wanted a
something
chance to make it right. Ollie.
What do you have in mind?
No.
I'm thinking fresh, zesty.
Fresh and zesty?
Between you and me, I've been feeling a little queasy.
Oh, okay.
I had last night.
I think I can get you just the thing you need.
Ginger? That's what I usually have for upset tummy. Or peppermint. Peppermint. Can I go back? Can I go back? Oh, hey. Oh, look. There's like a green tea preferred strength 2. I should have clicked on that little book sooner. But the peppermint was the right call. It was like my eyes didn't even see it till after I'd already clicked on the other one. He's gonna be like, no, this is the wrong thing again. Put away. I don't know. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. How do I get out of the book? Click on the book up here? Yes. It's not gonna let me change teas, is it? Stuck with this one. He's gonna be not happy with me again. That's gonna be 2 times. He's gonna stop coming to the shop. Anything in the news I should know about? Not particularly. More doom and gloom. Oh gosh. What did it say? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Because I'm about to give you the wrong tea. You're asking me now? Where was your honeymoon again? Iceland. I do miss that little slice of heaven. Serve. I'm not doing well on the teas for Ollie. Make tea wrong somehow. I just got a bitter achievement in Steam.
This hits the spot.
Oh, he's
Thanks.
okay with it? Really?
Miss Meadows knew someone long enough. She could tell. when
Oh,
they were
okay,
being
there we
nice.
go. He's just being nice.
This was one such instance.
So, anything new?
I can think of something new, bit of a murky subject. But if anyone could lend an ear about it, he's right here.
Have I told you about my visiting nurse?
Helen? What about her?
No, Helen left last week. This is a new one.
Her name was Lillian,
Lillian is her name.
I think.
Yeah?
Well, she seems to know what she's doing, but she's quite unsociable. Barely says a word.
Maybe she's just shy.
No, that's not it.
I thought so too at first. It's been a few days now, though. I think she just doesn't like me.
You know people don't have to like you, Matilda. Remember Beatrice?
Oh, Beatrice. She always avoided me back at the agency. You told me not to take it personally.
That's right. You asked her to help you with the Henry Whitmore case. She didn't. Did she?
You're right. Oh, it would have been so nice to work together. How is she anyway?
Last I heard, she had a stroke, staying with her son.
Gosh, that's terrible. Oh, poor Beatrice.
I sympathize as well. But that's besides the point. That nurse is just another Beatrice. You've got to move on.
What if I've done something to upset her?
Aw.
Like what?
I offended her, I inconvenienced her, we met before and I didn't recognize her. Maybe that one?
Well, what if I'd met her before and didn't recognize her?
That may be so. But if you did, she would have at least made an effort to remind you. It's fine, Matilda. It's her problem, not yours.
Oh, you're probably right, Ollie.
You know you're right. I'll just forget about her for now.
That's the right attitude. The same advice I gave to my youngest.
Aisha.
Aisha?
That's her. I told Aisha, if someone likes you, one human being to another, they will not hide it. People are like the wind. Chase them, and you end up with a fistful of air. Let them come to you, and they will fill your sails.
Oh, who's the poet now? Has Aisha had similar trouble at school?
Yes, trouble making friends. She's done with school, though. Right now she's at work. Can you believe it?
Goodness, how time flies.
Oh yes, 20 years old. Still behaves like 12, as far as I'm concerned.
Do give her my regards. I hope she'll stop by my shop someday.
You took another sip of the tea that I made so badly?
She would, but she's in London now. We call from time to time.
Aw.
Oh, London. She's in for a treat. I wish her the best.
Thank you, and thank you for this tea, as always.
Uh-huh. You're generous.
Oh, and don't pay that nurse any heed. She's just doing her job. Leave it at that.
Oh, you're right as always, dear friend. Oh, right. Ollie, don't forget, next time you stop by, Esme will be here to join us.
Ollie gave her a laboured smile. Miss Meadows could feel a laden weight behind it. After a pause, he simply smiled and nodded.
See you, Matilda.
She watched the back of her second oldest friend as he left her tea shop. A back that carries so much weight, and yet unbending.
Cruising through the days. I only get like one chance a day to try to make tea, and I've messed it up more often than I've gotten it right. I should get ready. The new nurse will be here any minute now. What Ollie said about her made sense. I should just leave her be. But maybe there's some way I can finally get through to her? We'll see.
As the nurse prepared silently, Miss Meadows contemplated her previous attempts at conversing with her. They mostly revolved around interests, trivialities. The nurse, however, would not budge. She responded with nothing but hums and polite nods.
What if Oliver's right? Maybe I should give up trying to make friends with everybody. Give the nurse a break or try a different approach? Try a different approach?
So far,
Sure.
attempts at engaging the nurse in small talk have all been futile, Miss Meadows thought.
Uh-oh, here we go.
But what if the nurse was more of a philosophical type?
I was wondering, what is something you think about a lot?
The pondering look on the nurse's face, coupled with the long pause, indicated to Miss Meadows that she hit upon something substantial.
Have you heard of the lone fawn?
No. Please enlighten me.
After this,
Okay, here we go again.
You were saying?
first, answer this. Do you think suffering needs to exist?
Okay.
I don't think so.
I agree. A world without suffering is, by definition, a better one. Infinitely so. In reality, pain prevails. Even the pursuit of relief from suffering can lead to more suffering. There's a reason it's called a spiral. How can a world in which suffering is absent not be an improvement in every way? So, let me ask you something else.
Really opening up here.
If you were given the ability to, would you remake this world so that suffering did not exist?
Yes?
I would as well. How I wish I could snap my fingers and make it all stop. Which brings me to the lone fawn. Go back a few 100,000 years to a forest. A lost young deer gets its foot stuck in a tree branch. No matter how much it struggles, it cannot free itself. Days pass. It's starving and thirsty. Its vocal cords are in shreds, having screamed the entire time. It then dies, emaciated, confused, and in agony.
This gal. Wow.
No one came to save it. Nothing offered it relief. For miles around, there are no other animals to even hear its calls or pick up its scent. Humans, as we now know them, did not exist. There were no witnesses to this slow death. No one to learn a lesson from it. The lost fawn problem then asks this. Was this fawn's fate necessary? If the answer was yes, then the world is truly unjust by design, merciless and horrid at its core. It needs we can be maimed, starved, diseased, and it can be utterly meaningless. If the answer was no, then why does it happen? What other purpose could there possibly be to an unwitnessed, unorchestrated, days-long episode of pain and misery?
She's definitely spent some time thinking about this.
Misery from which no one
Wow.
can benefit or learn anything. The only way this can make sense is that there is no purpose. This, miss, is what I think about a lot.
That certainly puts perspective on her chipper outlook.
In the deafening silence that followed, the nurse left.
That was a thing that happened. Silken threads.
Last night, I thought about all the times I was uncomfortable and how much I disliked each one. We all experience discomfort to some degree, I think. Life by design demands it, and we're not in a position to say no. Discomfort brought on by obligations, health, or circumstances beyond our control. But that same discomfort propels us forward. In a way, we would be nowhere without it. Animals that are used to the comfort of captivity seldom survive when released back into the wild. And this is because they forget that ever-present anxiety which urges them to stay alert and alive. In an ideal world, we would not need to suffer to succeed. Internal motivation should suffice, and whim alone would be king. But in this not-so-ideal world, endless discomfort is the price we pay for an interesting life. A price I gladly paid.
Well, at least she didn't have the nightmare. Sort of. Just spent time thinking about the conversation. Alright, today I really want to
The woman
get
who
tea
walked
right.
into Meadows' tea shop this morning was not the one she was anticipating,
Oh, not Esme.
but a welcome sight nonetheless.
Hello.
Oh, it's so good to see you again.
Oh, I can't remember. Cassie?
Cassie,
Thanks, miss. You too.
how have you been?
I'm fine. Can I have some tea, please?
Well, that's the kind of change of heart I like to see. What would you like? More of what you had last time?
No. I was wondering if you had something that might help me.
Oh, no. Did you catch the cold your brother has?
He got better.
That's good.
It's something else. I can't sleep. I haven't in 2 days. It's killing me.
Goodness. Sorry to hear it, dear.
Whatever you make, please just don't make it too strong or too light.
Oh my goodness.
Medium, I guess.
So much pressure.
As long as it makes me feel sleepier.
Okay.
Tea is by no means a cure-all, but I think I've got just the thing.
Okay. We're looking at the book first this time. Okay. With something to help sleep. Okay, so lavender. Humankind has had a millennia-old relationship with this pleasantly violent perennial. Our ancestors historically used lavender in perfuming, decoration, food flavoring, and wound dressing, of course, tea. Lavender tea owes its popularity to its calming aroma and floral earthy flavor. Many drink lavender tea for its relaxing effects, as the essential oils it contains can soothe nerves, alleviate headaches, and aid with sleeplessness. Alright, so we are going to make, but she wanted it not too strong, just right, medium. I guess even though the preferred strength for most people would be all 5 tea leaves full, with for her I should do the middle one. See, I really wanted to get the tea right today. And she's throwing me a curveball here. I will ponder that while we take a quick self-care break. We are going to take a 3-minute break. I encourage you to go refresh your tea or stretch or do something kind for yourself for a few minutes, and I will see you back here in 3 minutes. Be right back, friends.
And now for a word from our sponsors.
Alright, welcome back, friends. So, I think because of the customer's preference, I am going to attempt to make the lavender with 3 tea leaves strength here, and hopefully she'll be okay with that. Really was hoping to get it right today. We'll see. I have trouble sleeping sometimes too, you know? I really hope this tea works. Me too. Do you do any other sports? Football, just for fun. I play with friends every Sunday. Sugar? Yes, please. Okay, we need to serve it.
Your tea is ready.
Fingers crossed.
my god. I didn't know people had lavender for tea. And it's so good.
Phew.
I always thought lavender would taste like...
Let's see, I just got a nighty night brew an ideal cup of lavender for a guest. Yay. I always thought lavender would taste like what?
I don't know, shampoo or something.
Can't bathe in this, I'm afraid. Although, now that I think about it,
Oh, stop.
I mean, you could.
is something troubling you?
Remember what I told you about my training?
Yes, you are being funded by...
Lipa?
Yeah, them. I do track and field so I can join the athletics team for the next Olympics.
Nice.
What's more, Holly Hodgkins is our coach. A former champion. Can you imagine? I used to really look up to her. She's also a Lipa
Used
grad.
to. Not that.
Anyway, a new girl joined us. Gemma. She's this quiet girl. Barely says a word. Always wears a beanie. But the crazy thing is, she's a bullet on legs. I can barely keep up. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sorry. You don't need to hear about my silly problems.
I don't think they're silly at all. Competition is healthy. A good kind of stress. But it can be demotivating sometimes.
That's what I told Coach. I asked her how I could get better numbers. She said, do more jumping jacks. And I have been, way more. I'm not getting any better.
Doesn't it take time to improve?
I know, but usually working out wears me out. So I never had any problems sleeping. Then Gemma joined and I saw how fast she could run and I felt like all my work was for nothing.
And now you've got a rival to worry about. You can't sleep.
Yes.
Well, I had a bit of rivalry myself back in my journalist days. He was already well established by the time I joined the newspaper. His articles had free reign of the front page.
Yeah.
Mind you, he wasn't obnoxious about it. But try as I might, I couldn't cut it in my early career.
Oh.
I needed a win. So I started working on a big story. Bigger than anything I'd ever written. I had a strong feeling it would make my career, and more importantly, make a difference.
And? Did it?
Patience now. I'm getting to that part. During my field investigation on the big story, who do I spot but him, my rival? He was as hot on the trail as I was. I knew then I couldn't slip up, but I hustled day and night. I found everything I needed to publish the story and got my front page article.
Good for you.
When he read it, he came to my desk laughing. He said he'd been working on the same story, but his version had major errors, disproven by the evidence I'd found.
Nice.
Then he thanked me. By beating him to the finish line, I inadvertently also saved his credibility.
That's nice. Do you know where he is now?
We're still friends, actually. He comes here sometimes.
Oh.
Now, I'm sure it's not
I
the same
see.
as what you're going through, but I thought listening to an expert at rivalry might give you hope.
Thanks. What you did for a living sounds exciting.
It had its moments.
And you got a friend out of it.
A good one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Having a friend like him was more important to me than the boost to my career. So about your new rival.
Uh-huh. I knew we were gonna bring it back around. I'm
Why
friends.
don't you just introduce yourself? In the pursuit of our goals, it's easy to forget the human element. That girl who joined the team and that Olympian coaching you, intimidating as they might be, are just people. A friend of mine used to say, you're one hello from making a friend.
You're right. I might be overthinking it. Coach always says that competitive sports are just as much a mental thing as they are physical. Maybe this is all part of what she meant. Thank you.
Of course. I envy you, you know.
How so?
I see you running outside, and it makes me miss being able to.
Oh,
It's so freeing.
It really is. Running is, I don't know, cathartic to me. I'm sure you did plenty of it.
I did run a lot in my youth, mainly to catch buses or trains. And to get away from trouble. Bad people don't like having the spotlight on them.
Whoa. Someone came at you for something you wrote?
Well, not them personally. That would have been funny. One time, there was this hired lackey. Black leather jacket and shaved head. He was paid to threaten me.
Was that here?
London. He stalked me for a while, then shoved a letter in my hand. I just smiled and tore it while he watched. I won't deny I was terrified. The threat was real. But his employer was behind bars before he could act on it.
nice.
Wow. Not exactly painting a pretty picture of London.
Don't get me wrong. London is lovely. Besides, he found me a year later and apologised. We even had tea together.
Of course you did.
With the henchman?
Yes. Gregory's actually quite nice once you get to know him. Anyway, my time in London was special, but I preferred working overseas.
Oh yeah, you sure did.
The young woman looked back at the shelf in the corner, recalling their past conversation about its colourful contents.
You know, part of me wishes so badly for me to get selected for the Olympics coaching program just so I can see other countries. I can't afford to travel. Barely anyone can now. I just hope I make it.
Oh, I'm sure you will make us all proud one day.
Oh yeah, no pressure. But seriously, thank you. I feel better already. Actually, I hope it's okay if I ask for another story from your collection there.
I'd love to share one.
Okay.
Which one do you want to know about?
Those cured calabash gourds are used to drink yerba mate, the most popular drink in Argentina. Maybe I should explain what it is, or would a personal story be more interesting? He's interested in traveling to see the world. So let's look more about. Oh, how I miss Bajada Vieja.
Oh, I was given these as a gift from a kind family I stayed with in Posadas. I was there looking into an important lead on a news story I was writing. One time, their little daughter asked me what I was doing. I told her I was writing the news. With wide eyes, she pointed at a newspaper on the table and asked if I meant that. I said yes. Oh, she was so excited to know more. I was asked so many questions, I couldn't get anything done that day. But I loved her enthusiasm and enjoyed sating her curiosity. She brought over some sherba and we drank it together from the same mate, the gourd cup. It was a strange experience at first, sharing a straw with someone, but it meant a lot to her. I got used to it, eventually. For the rest of our stay, she would sit with me while I wrote and played with my typewriter whenever I wasn't looking. Before I left, she offered me her mate to take home with me, and I thought it was the sweetest gesture.
That's nice.
I'd already bought a mate before, but I simply couldn't turn her down, so I ended up with two. Even though these two objects are identical, one of them is that much more significant, simply because of the memories that come with it.
That's so sweet. I hope she fondly remembers this still.
The two spent another hour in jovial conversation. Miss Meadows barely felt the time go by. She just wished a certain someone was here to be part of it.
Yeah, where's Esme? Uh-oh, time for another interaction with the lone fawn. Hope that poor girl finds what she's looking for. While this poor girl climbs these stairs. Don't fail me now, knees.
Despite the gravity of the last conversation they had, the nurse was beginning to be a bit more responsive to Miss Meadows' attempts at conversation. Her attitude, however, remained glacial as she got to work. As the nurse packed up, Miss Meadows decided to breach her defences with a bold question.
Breach her defense. Very nice.
Are you happy?
What?
I mean, are you content with where you are in life?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, I
wow.
hope you get to be.
Are you?
Me? Happy?
Even though it was Miss Meadows' own question said back to her, it took her with just as much surprise. She asked it again, this time to herself. Is Miss Meadows happy?
Lonely for her friend that still hasn't come. And she can't do the things that she enjoyed. But is that something that makes her unhappy? I don't know. I am happy.
I am happy. How can I not be? I got to see the world and devoted my life to the truth. So much good has come from that. I wouldn't have it any other way.
The truth. Revealing the truth is a universally good act, then.
Of course it is.
Can you think of an instance where the truth should not be revealed?
Certainly learned to do the bottom growing up, as sometimes to spare feelings. But Miss Meadows, as a journalist that thought the truth, I think she would say the top one.
The truth should always be revealed, no matter how painful. I'm sure people who have something to hide would rather dodge the consequences, but there is a reason they thrive on hidden truths. They would not be able to do what they do otherwise. Little by little, the skeletons in their closet pile up, so the sooner they are exposed, the better. Trust me, I've given my life to this pursuit, and every time it proved to be worth it.
Even if innocence were collateral damage?
What do you mean?
Is it possible that in revealing the truth, people who were not involved could get harmed as a result?
Yes.
Yes. Justice is a noble pursuit, but it isn't perfect. Nothing that humans touch can be.
Oh, that's true.
No matter how well-intentioned. Every so often, I grieve for the people who lost something because of me. But
A stifling silence settled in, not so different from one that tends to follow the loud clang of a fallen object. It was so stifling, in fact, that the nurse could not stand being in the same room anymore, and left in a hurry.
I don't know if I regret asking her that or not. Writing will clear my mind. I will push all those thoughts to the side. The athletic woman, the scientist, or her, the one I'm writing this poem for. Only one gets to decide the mood of my fifth stanza. The end of a beginning, a fork in the road, what ifs? Which should I go with, or rather, who? Illusion, lucidity, or regret? Illusion. So now, dear friend, as things come to a close, I write to you as I'd once often done. The something still flows, though slower, I suppose, to stain this page like shadows in the... Well, sun gives the rhyme, although this fits. Am I able to change it? No? Yeah? No. I don't think so. Oh. Oh, no, I don't think so. The what still flows? The ink still flows? Yep. To stain the page? Yes. Go to bed. Legs, not roots. Yeah, we had that earlier.
My, I fell asleep on my desk.
Oh, you're gonna be sore. Done that before?
I have to pick up the pace. I need to finish this poem so I can show it to her. So we can laugh again, just like we used to.
Hmm.
Remember, Esme?
I thought we were expecting Esme like a couple days ago.
Miss Meadows stared out of the window of her tea shop intently, hopefully. Any day now, any day, and Esme would walk right in.
Miss?
She barely noticed the ethologist's soft and quiet entrance. His greeting shook her out of her trance.
Oh, hello again.
Sorry, I seem to have startled you. Everything all right?
I'll tell him.
The truth is, Doctor, I'm eager for a certain someone to walk through that door. Not that you're not welcome, of course. I've just been waiting is all.
Must be someone quite important to occupy your mind so much.
She is. Her name is Esme. She's my oldest friend, and she's coming to town. Work took her abroad for a long time, and we haven't had a proper sit-down in ages. I can't wait to meet her again.
Hmm.
That is wholesome. I'm sure she is just as excited to burst right through that door and greet you.
Is she though?
Miss Meadows' smile widened with plain joy at the mere thought.
Oh.
She saw a somber look in the doctor's eyes. That look was utterly unfamiliar to her. She had never seen it in him, or anyone else.
Anyway, what can I get you today, Doctor?
You know you don't have to call me that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was Ahmed, right?
The scientist smiled.
I'm in the mood for something light.
Green tea, then.
No, something a bit maltier, but not quite black tea.
Maltier, but
A
not
tea
black.
that's between green and black tea, flavor-wise.
Okay.
I don't know if you have anything like that.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, and make it strong, please. The strongest you can make it.
Okay. Oolong. Black dragon in Mandarin, it is named for a dark curly shape. It is created using the same process as black tea, but is only oxidized partially. Different degrees of oxidation create different kinds of oolong, making it the most diverse type of camellia tea. A lot of tea enthusiasts enjoy how oolong combines both the best flavor profiles of both green and black tea, and how it has a natural faint sweetness to it. However, no two oolong varieties taste the same, so I try them all. Okay, so we're doing oolong and we're making it stronger than it normally would be made per the customer's request. How was your day? It was alright. I think I saw a fox on my way here. I miss traveling freely. What's stopping you? It can't be your health, can it? Yeah. You know, I never felt lonely in my travels. Me neither. How can I with the world itself by my side? I was always fascinated by cultural differences. People around the world differ vastly, yet have much in common. Do you take pictures on your expeditions? A ton. I will show you some later. Alright, hopefully this is what he wanted.
I can't believe I didn't think of oolong.
Me either.
The scientist was flush with contentment. He stared down at his cup with glee, as if grateful for a gift.
I'm not just any oolong. Jade song?
Dark Pearl. It's my favorite.
I'd tip my hat to you if I had one. You truly are a master of your craft.
Why, thank you.
I thought about our last conversation, you know. If what I'm doing with my life is what I really want.
And?
I've made a big decision, but before I tell you about it, let me share with you something that happened to me in my first field study 12 years ago.
Okay, we're going in the Wayback Machine.
The place was cold and unforgiving. The people, equally so. I felt out of place, and every question I asked had a coin flip's chance of being met with ridicule or hostility. I never felt so out of place in my whole life.
How did you respond?
Did you do anything about it?
I didn't. I was unfamiliar with the concept of being mistreated for being an outsider. Everywhere else, I was met with the baseline respect we owe our fellow people. If not outright friendliness, not there. The local scout and my personal guide were used to outsiders, so they treated me fine. But everyone else, not so much. But how I responded at the time does not matter. Life is not a theatre, and there is no audience waiting for me to give a quippy comeback.
Okay.
What mattered is that I found that scientific journey, on the whole, so cathartic and rewarding.
Alright.
By the time I flew back home, I had completely forgotten about the bad. I only took the good home. Or so I thought. That sort of thing stays with you, but you learn to look on the bright side. I was accosted by a snow leopard, and the locals were unfriendly, but it didn't make a difference back then. I felt like a
We
winner.
kind of skipped over the whole snow leopard attack earlier.
And reflecting on that, if I'm willing to go through that again just to do what I love, then nothing can stop me. Not a shred of doubt remained in my heart.
Okay.
Until I saw these first white hairs on my head.
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Am I doing the right thing? Was it all worth it? They made me think. This is why I am glad I met you, miss, at this exact crossroads in life. I think I love what I do too much to look back now. But it is so tempting to grow roots, make lifelong friends I can meet every week.
Miss Meadows knew exactly what he was about to say. She felt it, too, in her youth. The call.
The world is just too inviting, and life is far too short. I can't help but feel like I'm giving up something to sustain this lifestyle, this career.
It's worth it, isn't it?
Oh yes, best deal I've ever made.
I suppose we're both nomads at heart.
I don't think I would have hesitated if I were like you. However, you helped me decide.
I did?
Well, after hearing your stories, I decided to look you up.
Uh-huh.
You have had a remarkable career, miss. Enviable, even. Looking at you now, I don't think you quite understand the impact you've made.
Oh, that's nice.
Those stolen funds you revealed were in the clutches of a hoarding political dragon. They did not go to waste. They made so many initiatives possible. Agricultural, urban, athletic,
A lot of money.
scientific.
There was a quiver on the ethologist's lips.
Oh.
Whether this was fated or entirely coincidental is not my place to say. But I am so glad I get to thank you for it. Thank you, miss.
You made his life possible. Okay.
You had to fight your own battle to get your piece of it.
There wouldn't be any peace to begin with were it not for you. I get to pursue my dream because you pursued yours. I don't imagine that would have been possible had you settled down here instead.
Nope.
Miss Meadows shook her head.
How can I not be inspired by that? I think back on my recent reflections and realize I owe so much to you, even though we just met.
It's flattering you think so. But I'm of the opinion that only you can truly know your purpose in life. Just like only I could know mine. So rest assured, you owe me nothing. The future is yours. No matter what you decide to do it right.
Sorry, I rambled for a while there. I'm always taken aback by how easy you are to talk to.
Nothing to be sorry for.
You know, there is one thing I will regret once I'm back on the road.
Not getting to drink tea in my shop?
Not being able to see you again as frequently as I would like. It's going to be hard to move on, knowing I can't be a regular here.
Yep. I will miss you too.
I will miss you too, and our fruitful conversations. And don't sell yourself short, young man. You're quite remarkable yourself.
Ha! Being called a young man again certainly does wonders for my ego. But true.
Yeah.
I am happy to have received my funding, but I am just as happy to have stumbled upon this slice of heaven you've built. I will endeavor to come back. Somehow. I promise.
Good luck, Doctor.
Miss Meadows' heart grew, knowing she had made a new friend.
Another day, still no Esme. Oh, okay, we're looking at some things. Uh-oh. Why are they all faceless? Our nightmare come to life. What? Oh. I'm guessing that's Esme. They're sharing tea. Here we go
The nurse's
again.
arrival this night was quiet as a fox. You couldn't even hear her breathing. She was always distant, but Miss Meadows noticed she was avoiding her eyes more than usual.
Listen,
Lillian.
Lillian?
Yes.
About last time, I just feel like I owe you an apology. It was too personal of a question to ask someone.
I know what you are trying to do, miss. But I am only here to give you this. Nothing more.
It has been a little over a week since this new nurse took over from the previous one. Since then, she made Miss Meadows feel all sorts of confusing emotions, but all of them explicable in some way. Tonight, however, an irrational emotion took over Miss Meadows like a swelling wave, one that made no sense to her at all. Fear.
Are we ready?
All right. I'm ready.
The nurse took longer than usual to pack up this time. She was stalling.
I am being replaced.
Huh?
I will not be your nurse anymore. You will not see me again. Goodbye.
To Miss Meadows' surprise, Lillian, she left in a hurry. The dim light illuminated her glistening cheeks, wet with tears long held back.
Why? Okay. Or a woman? Something tells me there is more to her than she lets on. A deep and confusing loss. I don't think I could have done things any differently. I mean, maybe. I hope she finds what she's looking for. I'm almost done with my poem. I should get on with it while I still can. I did a lot of writing this week. Nearing the end of this sonnet, I feel like it's shaped up quite nicely. Everyone that I drew inspiration from has a bit of them in these lines. I know how this poem should end. Oh, we're missing some letters. I believe it was supposed to be running towards. But joy it brought me when they came to toast, to laugh at and cry with, to cheer on and boast. Now the fire is dying and the people are goodbying, and all of my chestnuts will never get to roast. Okay.
Miss Meadows came down the stairs with some difficulty. She was used to her joints being stiff, but they were especially rigid today. Not long after she had enjoyed a cup of her own, did a familiar face appear, or more accurately, barge in.
Okay.
The young woman's boisterous laughter shook the windows.
Someone's in a cheery mood today?
You won't believe what happened. Remember my coach and the new girl?
Oh god. Hodgkins and Gemma?
Was your coach Hodgkins? And Gemma, your new rival?
That's right. You're quite, what's the word? Eidetic, that's it.
Miss Meadows knew what that meant. Do you?
Yep.
Anyway, that's not important. It turned out to be a setup, the whole thing.
What do you mean?
I can't believe I didn't notice. Coach, you're a menace. Coach brought in someone, alright, who was only pretending to be a quiet, shy girl named Gemma. Her real name is Wilma Pavey. The Wilma Pavey. You know, both feet on the ground gets you nowhere. She said that quote in her book. Tenacity, blurring the comfort zone.
I'm sorry, it doesn't ring a bell.
She's a legend. Wilma is a multi-medal triathlete.
A triathlete. What 3 sports did they do again? Swimming, cycling, and running?
Triathlon involves swimming, cycling, and running, right?
Spot on. It's the ultimate test of endurance. Anyway, Wilma was in on it the whole time. Coach brought her to show us that we're not as bad as we thought we were. And here's the craziest thing. Before I knew who she was, I took your advice. We're all just people, like you said.
That we are.
So I walked up to her after training and said, "Hey, great work today." And she's like, "Oh, thank you, you're pretty good yourself."
She went on describing the most mundane conversation. Not between an aspiring athlete and an accomplished one, but between 2 young women. Weather, favourite protein snack, things of no consequence. Despite the banal nature of that back and forth, she recited it with fervour and passion.
And then I told her that I'm not here to mess around. I'm here for the real thing. I want a real medal framed on my wall. You won't guess what happened. Wilma herself vouched for me to coach. I'm in the Olympics coaching program.
Nice.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I can hardly believe it still. By the end of the program, I will hopefully represent Britain in both sprints and 4x100 meter relays.
Well, happy days, love. Oh, that's incredible news.
Thank you. I'm still in shock myself. Finding out about this and Wilma. The last couple of days were a roller coaster. I had what it takes and Coach said Wilma told her. She then said, "But having the humility and respect to speak to someone who is there to defeat you, that's a conduct becoming of a real athlete."
Nice.
Sportsmanship. Being strong, fast, durable, getting back up when you trip and fall, all that's only half the battle. The other half is never forgetting the person underneath it all. I would have missed that if it weren't for you. Thank you, miss.
Nice.
Miss Meadows returned a young woman's gratitude with a smile and a deep nod.
You made it this far. You put in the effort. You earned this, love. Plus, working with people you admire and them turning out to be good people too, that's just heartwarming.
And lucky.
Oh, you should have seen the look on my face when Wilma told me who she was.
While laughing at herself, Cassie slapped her own knee and
Uh-oh.
immediately winced in pain.
Ow! Bloody hell!
Are you all right?
Yeah, I scraped my knee this morning and completely forgot about it until just now. Don't worry, I already cleaned and bandaged it. I'm gonna be fine. Still smarts though. Youch!
Or do you want something for the pain?
I took some painkillers. Wait, you don't mean tea, do you?
Of course I do.
This one is herbal, floral even, and is really good for easing physical pain.
Okay. Floral, easing physical.
Alright, if you think so. Whatever it is, just make it a little less strong. Medium.
Rose. Rose, let's see. Many associate roses with bouquets and decorative centerpieces, but not only are roses edible, they can also be enjoyed as an herbal tea. This captivating flower has adorned our beautiful planet for well over 30 million years and has numerous mentions in recorded history, orders of knighthood, and various religions. If you have smelled a rose before, that is exactly what its tea tastes like. Rose tea is used as a home remedy for soothing pain, and researchers were able to reproduce this analgesic effect using rose extracts. And even though it's preferred at strong, she wants medium, so we are going to do rose to medium. All right. The gold medal will look nice on your wall. Good job. Let's see. Do you have other friends at your training program? I have some in the archery team. They're so cool. Is anyone else in your family athletic too? I have a distant cousin who surfs. She lives in Porto. All right, let's go ahead and surf.
Your tea is ready.
Your tea is ready.
Is this rose?
Yep.
I can only ever imagine rose as something decorative. You can drink them?
Mm-hmm.
Sure you can. For hundreds of years, people found its floral taste delightful, like a perfume for the soul. Easing pain is a nice little extra.
Indeed, indeed.
But rose as a hot drink? I never could have imagined. How did they figure this out?
Well, it's not just tea, you know. Rose water is a common baking ingredient as well. Many desserts around the world have a nice rosy taste for this very reason.
Yep.
I should tell my mum about this. Did I ever tell you why I run this? Why I do this for a career?
Don't think you have. I don't think you did.
I don't think you did. Why do you run?
When I was still in primary school, I used to love watching my cartoons on the telly. But this one cartoon I really liked, about baby dinosaurs. It was on national TV just as school finished, and school was a 15-minute walk.
Uh-huh. Yep.
If I walked home, I missed most of it. So I sprinted, full speed, lungs heaving, little feet stomping on the ground. I went from missing half of the show to catching it right when the intro song ended.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever liked a show that much.
Nice.
No kidding. I was really rooting for those reptiles. My PE teacher saw me blitzing home one evening and told me I had potential. She thought it was really funny, seeing this girl leave a trail of dust in her wake right out the gate like that. So, one thing led to another. I was introduced to Leaper, and here I am. I get to do what I love for a living, and get to train with my heroes, and compete against the finest. See the world.
Sounds like a pretty good deal. A lot of hard work.
Thank my lucky stars. I don't know where I'd be if I wasn't getting paid to compete. I won't squander this chance. Ever.
I'm sure you won't, love.
Tears welled up in Miss Meadows' eyes.
Bring that medal home.
No pressure.
Oh, by the way, how is your brother doing now?
Carlos.
Carlos, was it?
He's fine now. Got over that cold surprisingly fast.
That's good.
More importantly, I didn't catch it.
You're all right now? You made it.
You're right. Thank you, miss. Seriously.
The light conversation that followed was aglow with joviality and triumph. Miss Meadows was proud of the young woman who graced her shop and smiled as she waved her goodbye. But once she left, the shop settled back into silence. The uncomfortable stillness could make one's ears ring.
I should go freshen up. Esme. Oh, finally? Oh, we're going to bed?
Hmm?
We're going up?
Something caught Miss Meadows' eye in her antique mirror. In her entire life, nothing startled her worse than what she saw. Miss Meadows looked into the mirror and saw a stranger looking back.
What? What's happening?
Outside it began to pour, and fog melted through the streets. Meadows looked longingly through the window of her shop. Her train of thought was cut short by a jingle of the door chime.
Ah,
Excuse me,
sorry, I
miss.
accidentally
I
clicked.
lost my mommy.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen her?
Meadows could not believe her eyes. The young girl was the spitting image of her friend Esme when she was a child. They could have been twins, she thought.
What's your name, young miss?
Grace. My name is Grace.
Well, Grace, I'm sure your mother's looking for you right now. How about you wait for her here? Better than waiting out there in the rain, hmm?
Okay.
Grace took a seat. Something she could not describe about this place reassured her. She felt safe here.
Would you like some tea?
I don't have any money.
Don't worry about it. It's a treat from me. What would you like?
I don't know. What is good?
I know what you would like. Give me just a moment.
I do? I have no idea. Chamomile for the anti-anxiety? Do I do it at the preferred strength or... Oh, I have no idea. This might not be a winning strategy, we'll see. There's no conversation happening. Are you new to Midsmouth? Yes, Mum moved us here to help take care of Granddad. Do you have Mum's phone number? It was 049... I can't remember. Have you been in a tea shop before? No, it's my first time. I like it here.
Here you go.
Just got a achievement for serving every type of tea once. Not necessarily to perfection, just having served it. Here you go.
It tastes bitter, but I feel nice and warm.
Good. Chamomile helps you relax. mix.
Can you add honey to it?
Of course, love. Let me bring you some.
Shortly after their brief exchange, Grace's mother found her daughter at the tea shop. The woman apologized for the inconvenience, and the two left unceremoniously.
Bye.
You all right?
Hi, Ollie.
What's new with you?
I finished the poem last night. Oh, I was hoping Esme would come today.
Listen, Matilda.
I know, Ollie.
Do you?
Yes. Esme is dead.
Oof.
Esme!
In grave lucidity, everything came flooding back. The hospital visits, the bouquets, the funeral, and a promise to write one more poem. She tried to trace back the memories to the moment she forgot it all, but found that the trail led nowhere. It was distressing, like coming back from an errand and finding your home unfurnished. Oliver comforted Miss Meadows as she sobbed on his shoulder until the tears dried up.
I remember getting the news on the phone years ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Matilda.
Oh, it was silly of me to think she'd come back. Some days I actually believed it.
I have to say, hearing you talk about her like she was still alive, it concerned me. Are you sure you're all right?
In all honesty, Ollie, I don't think I am. Just the other day, I looked in the mirror. Oh, it filled me with a sense of dread I didn't know existed. Like an uncanny stranger was staring back. I hated it. I expected growing old would slow me down, make me sleepier, but not this. Not fearing my own reflection, not thinking my dead friend was still here. I'm snapping at the seams, Ollie.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It feels good to finally admit it. God, I must be so useless right now.
Hey now, you're many things, Matilda, but you are not useless. I can't tell you how many young interns who worked at the news agency signed up because they read something you wrote. And those embezzled public funds. Who blew the lid off them back in the day? So much good has come from your work. I was there with you, through it all. No amount of death threats, veiled or bold, could stop you. Even today, generations later, people get to enjoy the fruit of your labor.
I know someone who said the same thing just recently. The only choice.
Meadows
Okay.
recalled the young athlete's words from the day before.
Thank my lucky stars. I don't know where I'd be if I wasn't getting paid to compete.
You are just as much a hero as the great war reporters you admired as a girl. And I know what you're thinking. That was before. This is now. But why else would people keep frequenting your shop? It's not just the tea. I'll tell you that. You are a godsend to every soul you touch. You always know exactly what to say. You tell people not what they want to hear, but what they always knew to be true, deep down.
I'm going to miss him too. Oh. Adam? Okay.
The jolly scientist's
name was Adam?
words rang in Miss Meadows'
I thought it was
mind,
something else.
clear as a sunny sky.
Oh.
It's going to be hard to move on, knowing I can't be a regular here.
If you will hold onto one memory, let it be this. Your legacy will survive,
Oh, what good is a legacy, Ollie?
I'm still here, aren't I? I'm still waiting to read that poem you just finished. And God help me, it won't be your last one.
Aw.
Thank you. You're a wonderful friend. You know, when I remembered what happened to Esme, all the pain came back. I cried as if I'd just found out about it for the first time. It was like I lost her all over again, in some strange way. That felt like a blessing. I got to grieve for her a second time. A woman like her deserves to be grieved twice.
You know what? Let's do it again. Tell me, Matilda, how did you start writing?
Oh, Ollie. You don't have to indulge me.
No, I would love to. Go on.
Well, you see, I was waiting for her in the park after school. It was a Friday.
The windows gleam with dusk's reluctant gold, and light drips down the spines of empty mews. Your cup still waits its rim a little cold, hoping you'd come to make it warm anew. I wandered path where silence held its breath, my thoughts of you like lanterns in the dark. When asked to speak of you, I did at length, until my throat dried up and turned to bark. Ivy climbs the gate you never close, the green insistence breaking rusted steel. Should have started reading it earlier, but that's basically all the lines that we went through throughout. Oh, I can use them out with Sway. Let's see. Ivy climbs the gate you never close, its green insistence breaking rusted steel. A scarf you drop still sleeps beneath a rose, too soft, too worn, too fragile now to feel. The lake still holds your footprints on its shore, where reeds once bowed beneath your thoughtful eyes. The moonlight paints your outline on my door, a ghost of you in half-forgotten guise. So now, dear friend, as things come to a close, I write to you as once I'd often done. The ink still flows, though slower, I suppose, to stain this page like shadows in the sun. The story ends, fret not the little stuff. Our wake is what we've made, and that's enough. So that was one ending of the story. There apparently are others, but I am not going to play through it again at this time. What I think I will do, I have another game that I can play, and we're about to come up on a self-care break. I think what I will do is I will take that opportunity to switch over to games. I have a game, The King of Retail or something. I'm so bad at names. I'm sorry, you guys. See if I can find it. I don't know why I can't. My library has so much stuff in it. King of Retail 2. So what I will do is I will get switched over to that during the break, and then we will lighten the mood a little bit with some commerce and making a store. This is, I don't, like I said earlier, I don't play a lot of visual novels, but I liked that this one addressed just aging, and that we had some chances to use some tea and some poetry. So I definitely enjoyed playing that. Oh, I only had 5 out of 8 perfect tea servings, so that'll be something to work on. But yeah, I'm going to share the game info one more time, or I end up doing a switch. Now, YouTube friends, I am going to actually stop this stream and start another so that I can change game categories. So I will be live again on YouTube in about 3 minutes. So I hope that you will rejoin us in just a few moments, and we will play some King of Retail 2. I just have to make that game switch. I will see everyone back in 3 minutes, okay? Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this game, and let's jump to the next one.